Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlie. I'm glad you're here. Let me ask you a question. Did you ever wake up with a big plan in your head, but before you know it, the day's over and you accomplished nothing? It's frustrating and I know it, but you're not alone with it. I've been there feeling stuck in a rut, watching Netflix for hours and telling myself I start tomorrow or I start after the episode, but the cycle feels endless and I never started. But here's the thing, change is possible and it starts with simple and small steps. In this video, I want to share with you all my practical tips to stay productive and start changing your life. We'll cover mindset shifts, time management hacks, habit building, and ways to beat procrastination. Whether you're a student struggling with deadlines or someone looking for a fresh start, this one is for you. Section 1 is shift in your mindset. The first thing you need to know is that productivity isn't about being busy. It's about being effective, and to do that you need to have the right mindset. Stop focusing on what you can't do or what feels overwhelming. Instead, start focusing on progress over perfection. Every small step you take starts building momentum and gets you closer to the thing you want to accomplish. For example, if you're studying, don't think I have to study for 8 hours. Instead, think I'll finish one topic. And after that one topic, you can study more, but at least you have studied one thing. And the next day you can study the second topic. And so you create momentum, you start learning new things every day, and you make progress in your learning process. But while being more productive, remember, your self-worth isn't tied to your productivity, and it's totally okay to take breaks, have rest days, and slow down if you feel like you need to. A tip I like to use for being more productive and shifting my mindset is writing down your goals, but frame them as why statements. What I mean by that is, instead of saying I need to pass my exams, say I'm studying because I want to build a future I'm proud of. So you switched your mindset and you know why you're studying and what you're studying for, and you know what you want to do and why you want to do it. A quote I kind of like in this whole mindset perspective is a quote by Martin Luther King Jr. He said, "You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step." And this is basically what productivity and building productive habits does. Your whole progress is like a staircase. You need to take one step after another, and it's also okay if you need rest in between those steps, or if some days you take 3 steps and some days you just take 1. Progress is progress, also if it's a small progress. Section 2, practical time management. Now that we've talked about the mindset shift, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Managing your time. Because let's face it, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, but some people make them count more than others, which makes us feel like some people have more time in the day than we have. My first tip here is you can use the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique basically breaks up your learning or your productivity in little sections. You can set a timer for 25 minutes, work on one task, then take a 5-minute break, and after 4 cycles, you take a longer break for 15 to 30 minutes, and this helps you to stay focused without burning out because you have this consistent break in between the steps, and the 25 minutes feel more doable than saying I sit down for 8 hours straight and learn or do a task you don't want to do. Step number 2 is prioritize with the Eisenhower matrix, which just means ask yourself, is this urgent, is it important, and focus on the tasks that are both. For example, studying for tomorrow's test is urgent and important because you want to get a good note and you want to be successful at the task. Checking Instagram, on the other hand, isn't urgent and isn't important. I think with that example you get the idea. You basically compare the things you want to do and see what is urgent and important and what isn't. I don't mean you can't check Instagram in those 5-minute breaks, but prioritize the right things to see progress and stop procrastination. And tip 3 in this section, break big goals into small steps. I covered that a little bit in my How to Make 2025 Your Best Year Yet series, but basically what this means is, instead of saying I need to write 10 pages for my essay, break it down. Step 1 is research, step 2 is outline, and step 3 is write 1 paragraph. Small steps keep you from feeling overwhelmed and make it a lot more doable than saying I need to write this 10-page essay in one day. You can break it down and say, okay, this day I do the whole research, on this day I'm doing the outline and see what I want to write, and then you start writing a paragraph. And in the best way, you also break down the paragraphs into different days, so you make progress every day, but you don't get overwhelmed because of it. And remember, productivity isn't about doing everything, and especially not doing everything at the same time in the same day. It's about doing the right things that will bring you forward and get you towards your goals. Section 3, building life-changing habits. I get it, habits are hard to stick to, but here's the secret: consistency beats intensity every time. So start small. Don't aim to journal for 30 minutes a day if you've never done it before. Instead, write one sentence every night. Over time, it'll grow naturally and you have more to journal about and you know why you journal. Use habit stacking, so you attach new habits to already existing ones. For example, after brushing your teeth, write down tomorrow's top 3 priorities that you need to get done. While waiting for your coffee to brew, read a page of a book. This habit stacking technique makes it way easier to integrate new habits into your daily routine. And the most important part when it comes to habits is track your progress. Use a simple habit tracker and check off each day you did that habit. Seeing your streak grow is super motivating, and you can use habit trackers in different formats. You can use it in your journal, you can use apps for that, or you can do it on a whiteboard if you have one, so you always see how good you are with sticking to your habits. And always remember, when you want to build new habits or start habit stacking, starting with your old habits that you haven't done in a while. Habits compound. What seems small today will feel huge in a month or a year, and habits need time to become habits. I think it's at least a month till a habit really is a habit. At least stick for a month to it, and if you don't see the purpose in making this habit still your habit, you always can just stop doing it. But try out as much habits as you can to see what's working for you, what isn't. And section 4, staying motivated and overcoming procrastination. Let's talk about procrastination. It's not just about being lazy. It's often about fear. Fear of failure, fear of the task being too hard, or even fear of success. What happens when the thing you always wanted finally happens? What are you working towards after that? What will your life gonna be like if you're successful? Because sometimes you feel very overwhelmed with those kinds of fears. Step 1 is visualize your success, so you cancel out the fear of having that success. Picture how your life will improve once you finish that task. What will it feel like to achieve your goals? That vision can be a powerful motivator, especially when you are in high school or in college and you see the end line and you're like, okay, I was in school my whole life. What am I gonna do now? Visualize it. See what you want your life to look like and work towards that. School is over, and it's okay that it's over, and it's normal because school stops for everyone at some point. And visualize what your life looks after college, after high school, after you're done with the thing that you've done or the things you want to achieve, and see what your life can be like. To use the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. For bigger tasks, just start. Tell yourself you work on it for 2 minutes. Most of the time you just keep going. And it also makes the task feel smaller. For example, if you want to clean your desk, it doesn't take 10 minutes. It's a task that takes you to max 5 minutes, and it's doable, so there's no need in procrastination when you can just do it. Third step, eliminate your distractions. Put your phone on airplane mode. Block social media with apps like Forest or Focus Keeper, and create a dedicated workspace, which means your desk is there to work. Your desk isn't there to watch Instagram stories, watch TikToks without an end. Your desk is there to work. As soon as you sit down on your desk, you're there to do your things and get things done. It's not there to do anything else than working. So create that dedicated workspace and make it feel like a good workspace for you, because it has to fit you and your circumstances. And remember, even small changes can make a big difference. If you have a mirror on your desk where you always look into, put that mirror away. If you have a notepad on your desk where you start drawing flowers or something else on, put that notepad away, because the desk is there to get work done and not to start procrastinating even more and feel a little bit more productive because you're already sitting on it. Starting with something is always the hardest part, but it's so worth it, and you will be so thankful to yourself once you achieved it. So, to stay productive and change your mind, shift your mindset, manage your time with techniques like Pomodoro, build small, consistent habits, and stay motivated by starting small and eliminating distractions. And always remember, you have the power to create the life you want, one step, one habit, and one day at a time. And also remember, progress is progress no matter how small it is. If you found this video helpful, you can give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a new video, and join our community. And I'd love to hear from you, what's one productivity tip you swear by that everyone should implement in their daily life? Share it in the comments, and we see us next week with another video, hopefully a little bit of a better voice situation. And until then, make someone's day this week, and we see us. Bye!
Funky. My darling, I love you.